Alright, hey guys, it's New here again with more maps, 701 to 800, getting near the end. I mentioned in the last video that I tried Scarab Focus over Currency with no Beyond, and I mentioned at the end of the video I felt like it just didn't pan out quite as good as I hoped. I feel like I was shooting myself in the foot a little bit for Currency. You know, I really still don't know if the percent more currency roll on these tier 17 maps synergize with blue wisps in general. I feel like they're two totally separate mechanisms to get currency. At any rate, it didn't look like I was really overcoming some of the currency gains or currency loss by focusing on Scarabs over currency anyway. So I'm going to go back to focusing more on currency all across the board. Percent more currency rolls on the maps, every single one of these. Some of them have Scarab rolls. Pack size is still a central focus. I do care a little bit about quality on the maps. And the Atlas is back to not this one here, to Beyond. This is the exact same Atlas I used, I think, in map set 301 to 500, at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe up through 600. Not exactly sure, but you can see Beyond is playing a integral part here, and Scarabs, not so many points invested into Scarabs. A little bit here with trapping carapaces and, you know, taking them where I can, where it is to be kind of smart to do. But yeah. Yep, we're going to see a lot more Beyond. The map might take a little bit longer, be a little bit harder. But all of the maps are rolled with 3 or 4 Delirium Orbs in most cases, with a whole bunch of pack size and currency present. I mean, I'm not going for like insane amount of currency rolls. I care a lot more about pack size. I want to make that very clear. Scarabs are the same as before, and so we're expecting to pick up more Chaos Orbs, Divines, Boxes, maybe some more Sacreds. The Sacred Orb count is kind of alarmingly low right now. Still getting a lock every 100 maps. I think maybe I was a bit lucky last time. But yeah, the investment costs are down again. Yet again. 333 Divines. Okay, the Bloodline Scarab's almost 2 to 1 right now. Meaning you get 2 Scarabs for 1 Divine Orb. What in the world? And the Glittering Scarabs really is right around 1 to 1. So a lot of Scarabs going up in value, some of them, but, you know, like the Containment Scarab's actually going up in value. It's almost 2 Divines to 1 Scarab right now. But this Magic Pack Size farm seems to be holding out really well. Okay, so things are looking good for me. I'm going to start with, this is just kind of a very typical looking map here. Really good currency roll, solid pack size roll. The quantity is decent. There's no Scarabs. And some of these maps are easy, some of them are hard. This one looks a little on the easier side. Eater of Worlds. And we hope for a Wildwood every single map. So I was kind of short last time. I only got 6 Wildwoods in the last 100 map set, which is below average. But, you know, build strong. Carving my way through these maps pretty easily now. Some of these minus max res maps can be a little bit hard. Wow, an invulnerability shrine can be a little scary. Drop something back there, but hey, I think I'm going to take invincibility into the boss room. Wow, do you see how fast that guy got deleted? Oh my god. It's not invincibility. I do have that mod. Removes life. Oh, man. Not actually invincible. Ah. So, remove these. I don't want to pick up too much stuff. Wow. That currency roll, though. Is that good? I don't even know if the boss was infused with the blue wisp or not. Probably. Triple Wisp. That's why I dropped a box then. Triple Wisp combined with % more currency? Maybe Wisps and more currency do synergize. What do you guys think? Do you think % more currency on the T17 map synergizes with the Wisp currency drops? Oh, Sacred Orb dropped already. Well, alright. And another box. Aha. Oh, God. Whoa! Duped Mageblood! Oh my god! Oh, not quite. Almost. Almost. Duped Uniques. Ah, this guy! He wasn't even on my screen. I actually got off screen by that guy. Two Enlightened supports already? What the F? Got 2 Enlightened supports in like 5 maps. Oh, there it is. Divine dupe. My first 17 million perfect shipment. 2 mirror shards. 2 mirror shards and 17 mil shipment? Well, that's the best shipment I've ever sent then. Pog out, guys. 2 mirror shards and 17 mil. Wow. I might be able to do it again. Sent it to Ribbenfeld. Alright, so all I did was 315. 315, wheat and corn. I'm told this is the number here. Yeah, I can do it one more time. Barely with the dust. Yeah, this is the exact shipment I sent. We'll do it again. We'll see what happens. Back to back. Last second to get a mortal card, I guess. Could happen. Right here. No? Okay. That was a Beyond Mob for sure. Wow. Wow. Guys, that's a huge lesson to be learned there. I'm not going to include the whole thing into the clip, but I'm going to tell you what happened there. That's actually like, I just got paid off huge for a really intelligent gameplay decision that I made. When I was going around this area, what I did is I spawned an Eldritch Altar right here, okay? And I knew that I would probably come back here later for that ore. I deliberately hit the option on there and then ran the F away. I did not kill the mobs that spawned with it. It's just a smart practice to do. If you know you're going to come back to that spot, you shouldn't kill the mobs, because those mobs that spawned from the altar cannot respawn an altar, but you still get credit from any sort of, you know, loot bonuses that you can get from it. Now, I didn't know I would get a divination card as extra divination card, but I mean, just in general, like, you know, you could drop a mirror later, and then you could get a basic currency dupe afterwards, further in the map, and then, you know, the mirror dupes because of it or something like that. A lot of different things can happen. But that was just a crystal clear example of why you shouldn't just kill everything on the screen instantly. There are certain situations where you can actually save mobs for later. Calandra's Touch dropped. Okay. It's like the second time I've seen that. was expecting a unique dupe altar. Yeah, this map's freaking nuts. Dropping so much stuff. Panda Express. Do you really think you're getting... If you think you're getting Wagyu from Panda Express, I got another thing coming to you. Like, yeah, maybe on a technicality. You want real Wagyu, you go to a teppanyaki grill. This map's weird. 3 divines and 2 boxes already. Half cleared, non-wildwood. I gotta check the freaking mods on this. It's just a lot of % more currency. Yeah, this map, this strat would be so insane if I made like, if this is what every map looked like. I think, so, you know, we start playing the game and we're in the coast or whatever in the very beginning. I expect it to be almost identical to the pacing that we have currently in the current game. You know, when you're in the mud flats or whatever. Oh, wow. Wow, first one of these dropped. Tainted Divine Teardrop. Random white Beyond Bomb, I think? That is insanely rare. More rare than a mirror drop, actually. At least with this farm. Yeah, definitely more rare than mirror drop on average. For the farm I'm doing, that is crazy. It'd be one thing if I was killing Beyond bosses, then it wouldn't be as rare, but without the Beyond boss. Insane. Alright, well, I totally discounted that possibility from my, you know, the equation of whether I want to do Beyond or not. It had nothing to do with the Tainted Teardrop, but I mean, I knew in the back of my mind it could happen. So that's pretty badass. That's a lot. I mean, it's worth a lot. It's worth 10 divines last I knew. Probably worth more than that at this point in the league. Why am I not duping any Scarabs? I have Scarab dupe. Oh my god, what is that drop? What in the hell? Dude, oh my god, what is that worth? Wow. Additional curse badge of the Brotherhood just dropped. What in the heck? 400 divines! Oh my god! What the heck? What is that? Yo. Oh, increase cooldown. Oh my god, dude. Increase effective elusive is maxed. 10%. Yo, that's insane. This is actually the most insane drop I've gotten all league. No joke. This is actually the most insane drop. This is even more insane than a mirror, honestly. Especially on this farm. I'm not... The chance of even dropping a corrupted unique on my loot filter is extremely low. Not even once per map will I see this. Yet, for it to be a turquoise amulet and to be Badge of the Brotherhood, it's like a tier 1 or tier 2. An additional curse is such a low weighting. That's bananas. Oh my god, that's so insane. Wow. Second puzzle box. Third puzzle box. What? These puzzle boxes are pretty common, dude. Oh, a sacred orb. Ooh. And a reliquary key. Wow. What currency we got? It's a small. Oh, this is the 90%. Yeah, this is the 90% pack size one. 171% increased pack size means it was a. It had 3 pack size rolls on it. I think I only had like a couple of maps with 3 pack size rolls on them. Oh, I'm gonna freaking decimate this map. Oh, I'm about to go freaking crazy. Just gotta not die here. It's actually pretty hard to do. Oh, I have a bubble on, never mind. A temporal bubble, dude. What are you worried about? Can't even do damage. I saw Gloom Shrine over here. Oh my god. Speed Shrine, Gloom Shrine, Echo Shrine. What in the hell? The holy trinity of offensive power. Wow. Alright, here we go, guys. Cue in the Mario invincibility music. This is PoE 2 in the endgame, guys. No copium. In-game PoE 2. Does this remind you of guys of a bygone era? This was mapping like three years ago. $80 headhunter buffs. Gloom Shrine, Speed Shrine, Echo Shrine. This might as well be a white map. Yeah, that was fun. Resist. There's no point in checking Val. There's nothing that can possibly give me Val-wise that's gonna be worth missing an entire life mod on it. There's no Val mod that's worth more than 70 life. So it doesn't work like that. I can't do both. I mean, sure, I can check the Val though, yeah. We'll check the Val. There we go. Lock. We'll check Val first. Brick. 97 life. Tier 3! Tier 3! Oh, why do you do this to me, dude? Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? That is so fucking annoying, man. Puzzle box. Reliquary key. Ramping. Second puzzle box. Ramping. Ramping backwards. Went from uncommon to less common to back to regular. Alright guys, you know the drill. Well, again, some interesting results. We're going to talk about what happened here in this 100 map set. Remember, I brought Beyond back and forced 8% more currency roll on the map. And you can see the results here. The Scarabs are, again, below 100 divines, all right? So last 100 map set, it was like 150 divines in Scarab value, so I lost like 70 divines worth of value there, but I have, again, a lot more currency in boxes and divines alone, I think, makes up for it, which is a really good sign, because another major factor of this farm is I only got 3 wildwoods. Just like the first time, only 3 wildwoods spawned in 100 maps. So again, the average is like 8, I guess. Somewhere around 8 at least. But only getting 3 really, really hurts. I was quite impressed with the drops of divines and boxes without wildwoods. They just kept coming in very reliably. Okay, so you can see the breakdown here. We got 7 keys. I didn't get a single reliquary key last time. We got 7 keys this time. We had some peculiar drops today. We had an immortal card, which was part of the highlights. Let's see, we had a tainted divine teardrop, which is crazy to see that. Which is actually worth about 10 divines, not 8. And then we had a badge of the Brotherhood that I guess isn't being factored on here at all. Interesting. No, it's not. A badge of the Brotherhood dropped with +1 additional curse, worth, from what I can tell, looking pretty deep into it, at least 200 divines there. So that's going to be a bit of a controversial drop, but I am counting the real value of uniques that I drop. If they're rolled really well, if they have a corruption, roll with a corruption. A bit of an outlier there. However, you know, I did not drop a lock, notice, or a mirror this time. So back off the lock train, sadly. 3 tier 0s, I think, if I remember correctly. Marohi Urki, Calandra's Touch, and maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that is it. Wow. I thought I got... Okay, maybe I only got 2. There's that badge registering at 150C. So you can see it's showing 454 divines here. That's way above the normal amount. So I'm actually going to make a ton of currency on this farm for not having dropped a single lock or mirror. You're going to be quite surprised, I think, when we check the numbers. Let's get to liquidating what I can. First, the boxes are way undervalued right now because the divine orb has gone up in value, and then boxes are registering as the same value as divine orbs. But that's absolutely not true. I'll prove it right here. Okay, you can see if you want to buy these in mass bulk, you got to pay almost 1.5 div a piece for them. I'll sell them for almost that. We'll see. I'll sit on it for a while. Yes, here it is. Post-liquid. I feel like I saw a bigger gap in the Wealthy Exile applications suggestion for the value of everything that was in there. Things like Anarchy Scarabs of Gigantification was like way off in terms of value. There was more currency in my tab than what appeared to be the case. And here's what it looks like after liquidating everything. Okay, not messing with the uniques, just things I can do with Faustus, and not everything. Basically anything that was like 3 or 4 divines or more. And so 509 is the number, as you can see. Investment cost was lower than ever before, 333 divines. And that's mainly on account of no longer using pack-sized chisels at all. And a glittering and bloodline scarab just getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. This might be the cheapest I'll ever see it out of all 100 map sets. The gross is 720. Okay, a lot of added value in uniques here, particularly from one. Oh, Tatiantel just raided in the middle of doing this. All right, thanks guys. Welcome. We are concluding the end of a farming session. So we got 387 divines net, and that's over about 9 hours. That was 43 divines per hour on this set. That's one of the highest numbers I've seen. That's definitely the highest I've seen with no lock or mirror, which was really strange. And again, part of that's because of an outstanding unique corrupted drop, but even without that, it was still really good. Bases added a little bit of value. The mirror and lock sort of normalized value. Again, 1 to 3 to 24 ratio suggested 6.5 divines per map and 72 divines an hour, which is a huge number. And that's with only 4 Sacred Orbs drops. So I'm not sure why, but those Scarabs that I mentioned are being undervalued right now, because this farm is mysteriously going up in efficacy in a huge way. Maybe the new event has something to do with that. I don't know. But anyway, here's the dump tabs. Everything's left after liquidating, and this is an important one to look at. Here's the item I kept referring to. Badge of the Brotherhood dropped with additional curse. If I check on here, you can see it's outrageously valuable. There's hardly any on here. I had to search offline for this, and it looked like it's legit worth at least 200 divines. You know, in a 1,000 map set, I do count things like this, a pretty big outlier. But, I mean, you could just imagine that I dropped a Mage Blood, which I still haven't dropped. For some crazy reason. 20 tier 0s, no Mage Blood. And, you know, a little bit of added value here. The bases, none of these are really good. Some of them aren't really worth anything, but a lot of them are worth like 1, maybe 2 divines a piece. I think the gloves might be the best. Maybe. Tier 0s, Romero Hierarchy and Calandra's Touch right here. We're going to now do some corrupting. Oh yeah, Tiny Divine Teardrop there. Ah, but I always do the stack decks first, don't I? Okay. Right. Only 37? Okay, this won't take long. Going for my 5th House of Mirrors, guys. Stick around longer. I'm going to show you a Hinekora lock in action. I got an item worthy of trying to lock. Kind of. We'll add that to the Gamba at the very end. Well, nothing there. This is a fun one, going for key corruptions. Oh, that's already corrupted? I didn't even know that. That's in the wrong place, too. Okay. Question in the chat is about farming being behind in Necro Settlers. Is Warden early crit? I mean, you just mean you're starting now? Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Should go well. I think it's... I mean, most people have said they've had a great time with Warden. Elemental Hit of the Spectrum with my League starter still really good for that, and it's well suited for the sort of like any tier mapping, especially. It's yeah. All right, implicits. I don't even know if this has a good implicit, to be honest. Well, I was actually not supposed to corrupt this Gruthkal's Belt. Wow, what? I just did a crazy jackpot here. +1 socketed gem Gruthkal. What kind of strat? Eldritch. I don't know. I don't know the economy over there, to be honest. I can't really help you. Wait, why did that say 150 divines? I don't know. Maybe that's good. Socketed AoE gems with curse. Interesting. Socketed minion gems. Relic cash. Oh, actually, that's good, apparently. Why is this so good? Jeez, that's another big hit. 10 divines or so. My good. My good. I still haven't hit any reservation efficiency on these things. Increase maximum shield. Resolute technique with a bottom tier roll. Damn. 40%. Oh well. We had some pretty good stuff here. I mean, this is like 50 divines or so worth of corruptions. Okay. That's cool. And that's it for this session, officially over. So I'm totally back on the Beyond train. A combination of factors led me to make a lot more currency than normal on this particular map session, especially for not having a Hinakora lock or mirror. And that's a good sign, because in the future we're probably going to drop another one of those, or few, hopefully. This is probably going to be the most outlier drop in terms of value and uniqueness of a drop. This is probably going to be the biggest outlier drop of the entire 1,000 maps. It's going to be this item right here, just randomly dropping this on a farm where I'm not even technically farming uniques, but I'm using a glittering shrine, or glittering scarab, so I mean they are going to drop, but pre-corrupted. It's pretty wild. Yeah, this breathed a little bit of new life into me finishing out the last 200 maps. I feel pretty good about this. I couldn't, honestly, maybe I just forgotten how much currency dropped when you actually do prioritize the percent more currency rolls. I still don't know, really. I still don't know if percent more currency up on the map has any real synergy with wisps. I'm still thinking no, but be it as it may, you know, you're kind of trading for currency for scarabs anyway, one way or another. So it's a currency farm, might as well just prioritize currency. Scarabs will come when they do. Okay, so last order of business. That's a little treat for you guys. I have been trying to lock these boots with a tier 1 or maybe tier 2 life roll. So I'm floating some currency now. I'm going to throw a couple locks at it. We can throw a couple locks at it. Unfortunately, I don't have any on me right now. That's okay. I know somebody's going to want me to check the corruption, even though I can't use it because then I'm still missing the life. But anyway, it's locked. Corruption for fun is amazing. Damn it. Wow. At 8% movement speed on the vendor roll. That's really good. Initially, my plan was to just lock that, and I would have totally accepted that. However, I'm missing a life roll. So this needs to say tier 1 life, which it does not. It says tier 4% evasion and energy shield. Not good enough. Okay, so I'll do one more. Now, to cut this off, we just bless it back down. There we go. One more. Let's see what that hit. Oh, it bricked. Give me that life roll. No! Oh my god. Tier 4 hybrid. Ah! Dang it. Alright, guys. Well, not my luck today, still. I should be able to do this in like every set for a while. Go ahead and get our 70 max life back on. Maybe? Okay. Alright, and that's it for this video. Had a few more highlights. Definitely was a much more interesting 100 map set than the last one. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you all the way through to the end with 200 more maps remaining. Definitely gonna get it done in time. I'm gonna smash these out real quick within the next week or two at the most. And you know what's right after that. Right around the corner. Time to get excited. See you guys in the next video.